In this video, we will continue to talk about CAUS Vantage and also to import architectural projects, architecture in general. And we're going to see how we can navigate with other tools and how to use the other tools in the toolbars that we didn't see yet. So we're going to finish up the toolbar on the top and we're going to make more examples. So more import, more example. And we also gonna see how we can manage different types of scenes with different types of formats, how we can sometimes find a way, because sometimes we just cannot solve it directly inside Vantage. Now, one thing we can also use, and we're gonna see this in this video and also later, is Chaos Cosmos, which are libraries coming from the Chaos libraries or website. So you can see here, I've opened up the Chaos Cosmos browser in the right, so it's gonna appear in the panel, and this is where I can get many things like architecture, furniture, vehicles, people, vegetation. So we're gonna see this later on in the video and also in other lessons. So in the previous videos, in the previous lessons, we talked about importing assets from websites, and we use Sketchfab and we create an interior setting and an exterior. So I'm gonna continue to create like different examples to see different situations for interiors, exteriors, and I wanna also show you here another option like to create something like an architectural project in wood or plastic, so that is not 100% realistic, but it's gonna look like an architectural model rather than an actual realistic scene. And also we saw how we can use Blender to fix and some issues and manage the scene, where the scene are missing something or where is something to fix, like some objects or some materials. And we saw, for example, how to fix this file from Sketchfab that we imported in the previous video. But also you can try to download in GLTF format from SketchUp instead of the original one. GLTF would be like the auto-converted format. So if you're interested in Blender, by the way, you can find the video course in our channel, which is going to explain to you from the basics everything you need to know to work with Blender. So check it in the channel. Or if you want, you can write your comments, ask questions, ask for assistance. Now for this, again, lesson, I've chosen here this type of models, which looks like, you can see the diorama here, Echo House diorama. So it looks like not a realistic scene, but kind of a small scale architectural model. And then I've picked up also this other one here, which is like a wood model. And you can see we can just download there FBX or GLTF auto-converted format. So if it doesn't work the first, try with the GLTF. If that's not gonna work either, you need to go into Blender and fix the issues. Or, well, not only Blender, but you can use any other 3D software like 3D Studio Max, Maya, or Cinema 4D, and so on. And you will also find video courses in the channel talking about those other software. And if you're interested in architecture, also you can give it a look to Revit, which is a BIM application, or SketchUp or AutoCAD. Now you can see these models here, they are pretty simple, they're not so complex, and they have like stairs and ramps, because I want to show you that you can actually interact with the scene. You can navigate the scene by walking inside, exploring the space, and using the ramps and the stairs just to have like a more immersive experience, like virtual reality experience, where it's not actually virtual reality, but it's something that is a little bit more interactive and immersive. So I'm gonna go first with this house, the section. So this is gonna be an architectural section. It's not so detailed, but it's gonna be enough for what we need to do. And you can see in the materials, these are all unwrapped materials. So they contain specific textures, so you cannot substitute these using Vantage. If you want to address the material here, you need to know one 3D software in order to get into the mapping and modify or create an unwrapped mapping, which is an advanced mapping. Now we can substitute materials, but only when you use textures and tiling and generic materials. But we're gonna talk about materials later. We're gonna do more example later. So hopefully when you import FBX or any other format, you should see the model with all the materials just already applied. If you have issues, you can try to go in Blender. Now we learned how to navigate the scene, so we're gonna press the middle mouse, and with the left mouse and pressing the WASD, we can move around, and this is in edit mode. So in edit mode, we need to keep the right button of the mouse pressed, and then we can move around. Otherwise, it's not gonna be possible. But if we switch into this first person look, first person navigation, we can just use WASD to move around, and Q and E, and then later we will see also other examples of navigations commands that we can use. So we have two types of navigation: with edit mode, which is this standard Windows standard mode in Vantage, and then we can press the first person and it's gonna switch into like a video game effect. Now with the right mouse you can just change the view, and if you hold Control and the right mouse, this is gonna roll and, like, you know, messed up a little bit things. But always remember that you can, if you think you messed up a little bit and you don't want to waste time, remember that you can just go back. And also here we can orbit by pressing the Alt key and the middle mouse. So you have Alt key, and also with the right mouse you can zoom and orbit everything basically with the right mouse, and occasionally with the L key, but we're gonna see the keys later. Just gonna refresh here a little bit of the option, and if you click and drag, the middle mouse is gonna like pan around. Now if you messed up the view, you can always go back here with the Alt Z. You can go back to the previous view, or you can use the Alt Shift Z to go forward. But sometimes you just messed up too much. You went 2 steps forward, so you can just press X. You can see when you press X, everything gets back to like a more precise and one point of view perspective. So it's gonna be all the vertical lines will be vertical, nothing will be deformed. So it's really precise, and usually when you do like technical drawings perspective, you use these techniques, so everything doesn't look deformed. It looks like very clean, and you can show the space. Now I'm gonna go back to the first person, and you can see I'm flying like a drone right now. I'm flying like a bird. But if I press the collision or the C key in the shortcut key, I can make this like more like a walkthrough, and it's gonna simulate the collisions that it's gonna find into the scene. So if I just get here, and you can see when I activate the collisions, I can also change the height. So I can change it perhaps to 1 meter and 80 centimeters. And also you can change the speed. So these are all like camera settings, and we're gonna talk about cameras also later on, just to show you here that we are setting up here. When you click, you go back in the first person, you set up the collision. You see this just like a video game, just like an interactive application that you can go there and then navigate, go around. Like I'm just gonna go up the stairs and experiment the architecture. Now if it doesn't manage to go up the stairs, it means that those stairs are too high. So probably I need to increase the height of my character, I need to scale down, resize my project, or perhaps the steps there are too high. So in the worst cases, you need to go and open it up in Blender or another 3D software, as we said before. Now I'm just